So we have received the 1000C and the 80C for testing from Aputure. The C stands for color, and with the new Blair CG engine, we can recreate, so to say, any colors with them with very good color accuracy. We are shooting 2 different scenes to learn more about how colors can help us tell stories. And do you need something like a 1000 watts colored lamp when you have something like the 80C, which is more affordable? Well, let's test it out in this video and experiment and play with colors in filmmaking. So we're gonna do a lot of testing for you guys. Even though it is to run with a 1000C lamp, make a rain scene during -degrees, and hitting this lamp with rain, but it does have IP65 rating. But if the rain freezes inside the lamp, will it then handle it? And to film on icy roads with a 1969 Opel Kadett with summer tires. So this video is a hands-on testing the lamps, learning by doing, showing you the results more than a review. First, we're going to show you the behind the scenes, and then we're going to show you the final results. But I'm not making these scenes myself. Here we have Norway's 14th best cinematographer, Leander. Hey! 14th.
Thank you. Thank you. Are you still on 14th? Your rating. Yes, I might go down to 15th now after this video, but we'll see. I love Anders' jokes. They are very, very good.
So the first time we heard about the 1000C,
yes,
I was like, when do you need that much power in colored light? Because, for instance, when we shoot stuff here at the production company, the times we use colored lights is often in the background. You have some tubes, maybe in like a science lab, you use some green, blue artificial light to create like this science lab feeling. Or if you're shooting something with computers or something, maybe it has some red light, a little bit of it, you know? Then I'm thinking like 80C, perfect.
Yeah.
Well, 1000C, a lot of power, 1000 watts.
It is.
In color.
Yes. I think this light, it won't limit you in any way. You have all the power you need, you have all the colors you need, like sunlight, moonlight, a super warm kind of sunset thing.
But we already done that with 1200X.
Yes, but you can also do colors, you know?
Yeah, but when? Like when should you use a whole, like let's say you're filling a whole location with a color. Like in my head, it's color grading. But of course, if you're gonna separate things like we done here now, where we have different colors, it will be hard to grade this, of course.
Yes.
But these lamps are now on like 0.1, no, maybe 1% or something.
Yeah, yeah.
Like we're shooting with Sony FX3 now, you can shoot like 25,000 ISO.
Yeah, you could use this as a sun when you go this crazy with the ISO, but
that's one camera.
Yeah. When you mix with other existing lights that you can't control that easily, like for example flame or whatever, the balance would be off.
That's true.
Then you would ruin that illusion. So
that's true.
That's when these guys come in.
But you have a point there.
Yes.
You have a point there. Before we shot our scenes, we went to this abandoned house. It's not abandoned. It's like it's just empty. I wanted to test like how much power do we have in this one. So yeah. So we filled some haze in the room, and then I just went out, walked around with the reflector on this one. What you see sometimes if you have high ISO and you have colored lights, you see in the red tones that you get quite a lot of noise.
Yeah, some sensors are performing better or worse in different colors.
That's also a reason why I think like having even more power with colors.
Yes, and you can always dim things down. In this, for example, if you don't have enough light, you can't do much about it.
Yeah.
This might do most of your job. A color light like this opens up for a lot of creativity. Of course, you need to find your motivation behind these choices. Usually it's like, where is this light coming from? Does it make sense that this light has this color? You can also use the light to kind of give this style, like a different look than you're used to though. Yeah.
And that I'm excited about, because when I told you about this, that we're gonna make this video about colored lights, I wanted to see your approach on creating a scene with colors.
Yes.
Okay, so we challenged ourselves to create 2 different scenes. It could be from 2 different films, where I'm trying to make the light, that the light is a kind of character. For instance, when you have in sound design, you have a specific sound that represents something. you have already seen. So whenever you hear just a sound, you think about what you've seen. So it's kind of a trigger. I was thinking about that the color of the lamp represent a character. So when you see the color, you think about the source of it, or think about the character behind it. And then we're also creating a scene where you are using the colors as more a part of the whole universe in a way.
Yeah.
Where it's just there in the. It's not like you think about, oh, that's green and that's coming from this and that's red and it's coming from this, but it's just a part of the universe.
Yeah, it's a pushed look, and of course the colors need to be kind of to make sense in a way. I don't think you would believe in a purple or pink street light in the same way.
Yeah. And of course we have to mention, and this is kind of obvious, but that different colors have different emotions, or like you feel differently on different colors.
For example, red could both like mean danger, but also love in a way.
Yeah.
So that's also very interesting about colors.
Okay, so we went out to shoot the 2 different scenes in one night, and which one should we look at first? Rock, paper, scissors. Okay, let's look at the monster scene first. Let's go.
All right.
So for this scene, I just wanted to see if we could make the color purple represent a monster. Then I imagine, the monster being quite big, so a lot of light. But that's very specific. That's like giving the color a character.
Yeah, and then you also like have the source for the color. You know where the color is coming from, because it's like attached to something that's in the scene. Yeah.
So I was thinking about playing around with this. We asked Emilia to play in both the scenes. She's a really talented actress and also a writer. She wanted to join, so that we were lucky with that. The equipment we used for this shoot is the Blackmagic Pocket 6K Pro.
This camera gives us the best noise level at 400 ISO. So that would be like an interesting task as well, to see if we could light whatever we needed on such a low ISO.
Yeah. And also I know a lot of you guys have the Blackmagic
Yes, it's
Pocket.
super cheap and it's very affordable.
And then you chose the ALES, digital film ALES lenses. And then we used the Axune Cineview Master 4K to send the video signal from the camera to a monitor like the Portkeys monitor. And also you can send this to phones, which is really convenient.
Super convenient, especially for the gaffer being able to stand with his lights and adjust accordingly.
I just wanted to shoot one scene first. That was where she met the monster outside, to see if we could kind of make something similar as the Blade Runner scene with a big sheet.
We bounced the 1000C into a 8x8 scale to make the source larger.
Yeah, Morten, our CEO, is getting pretty good at 3D animation.
Yeah.
So for him to make the monster and to get enough of the lights, he needed some plates.
We gave him just as many options as possible, and we will see what he used.
Yeah, really excited.
what he needed.
Yeah. So Leander, in addition to the purple strong light from the 1000C that was representing the monster, we also used ATC for the other lighting.
Figured out that a warmer, almost reddish kind of sodium vapor kind of street light color to contrast the purple.
You might imagine that, oh, this is ATC, it does colors, so we're gonna bring something else for the tungsten and daylight, but you can do the same here.
You're super flexible and you can change your mind at the spot.
So this creates hard light if you don't have any modifiers on it, which is good, because then you can either shoot with hard light, or you can add softbox or bounce it into an umbrella.
Yes.
You could create soft light as well. And just having this on with a V-mount and on a light stand and your little umbrella.
I like these umbrellas because for me I often want a soft diffused light quite close to the actor's face. And I feel like these flat polyboards often kind of spread the lights a bit too much, and these umbrellas are kind of, I give it a bit more direction. And they're super cheap.
Control settings, og så Wi-Fi-sides Bluetooth. Ja, bright, ja.
Ring 3. Lys. And then Leander, you had this idea.
Yes, I had a super cool idea.
Here we have water in a jar, and you have small like silver. Let's see if we can check this.
It's like confetti, kind of silver confetti. So it's like small floating mirrors inside of a water jar, which also the jar has this texture. So it's a lot of layers that can kind of break up the light. What color do we want?
Maybe the purple, because when you have light that is not going through anything, it's very clean. So I wanted to use this for the close-ups of Emilia, coming from the monster.
Yeah, that's fun.
Vær så god. Ok, det går ikke. Kutt. Sorry, vi hadde en katt her som ut av bildet, bare den startet i stad. Ok.
Nei. Jeg bare tuller. Ok, og 100. Ja, du må kjøre direkte inn. Og så kan den snus.
Rett på reset. And like, I really like moving lights.
Because you were talking about maybe putting the light inside of a car and driving the car around.
Driving the car around the house.
I think it doesn't need to be complicated.
No, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not too heavy. And then we just needed a monster.
Yeah.
So, Morten, could you give us the monster now? Can you create the monster for us?
All right,
Yeah? Okay.
here you go.
And, hey, okay. And, whoop. Okay. Should we look at the seat?
Yes.
Okay, here comes the little seat.
Hallo? Hallo? Hører du ikke jeg sier, eller?
Hei, sorry, jeg sovna.
Ok.
Jeg drømte om det lille monsteret igjen. Jeg sverger det følger etter meg.
Jeg tror du burde skaffe en psykolog, altså.
Ja.
Uansett, hvor var jeg?
Ja.
Jo, og så var det jo Guro som da tok bilen og kjørte til han Jens. Og tror ikke at Jens sto der ute bare i bærræva og håslestene og skulle ta og tenne på teddybjørnen sin. Hva skal man si til det? Liksom, altså, Guro ble jo dritredd, liksom, og satt seg jo i bilen og bare snudde. Og Jens tok jo og så at hun sto der og så på han. Så han tok jo og hoppet inn gjennom. ikke jeg sier, eller?
It's all a loop.
Yeah, it's all a loop. Yeah, it was fun to see how we can blend the monster with lighting, and
I think it works.
yeah. And then also when she's looking into the light, and that's the monster. So there's also something to kind of play against.
Yeah.
It's not just nothing. Everything else was natural colors in a way, and the practicals were on. So the purple light was separated from everything else.
Yeah. Yes.
So that was important here to make the monster feel like it was something different from everything else. And now down there, let's look at the car scene.
Yes.
That you made with rain in freezing cold weather.
Vroom vroom. My idea was to try to push in as much color as possible and see how far I could like push these vivid colors and still have it feel believable.
Yeah.
So it was going to be like a part of the stylistic look of the film.
It's kind of it's there. You don't think about it, but you feel it in a way. Music in movies, you want it to just be there, enhancing the emotions and not thinking about it.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I hear the music.
Yeah.
It feels so incorporated with the story that you don't think about it.
And for me, I kind of needed to make some kind of a story for myself to kind of give some motivation to the choices I would do. Yeah, so you found a car, Anders.
I found a car for you down there. I had my own car, it was a Subaru. You say Subaru?
Subaru, yeah.
Subaru, 2010. It's a Subaru Outback, 4-wheel drive. It actually has the best they said it has the best motor in the world.
Who said that?
A guy who... So I found this Opel Kadett. That sounds very horrible. Is this English? Opel Kadett?
Opel Kadett.
I found an Opel Kadett from 1969. Thank you so much, Robin, for helping us with this car.
Beautiful car.
Also, you wanted a water hose.
Yeah.
To create rain.
Yes.
Yeah, it was freezing. Okay, the first shot down there was inside the car with rain.
Make it feel like the car was driving.
And I'm really glad that we just faked that, because you could not drive this car in the winter. How did we do that, like to make it look like it's driving?
Put your car somewhere where you can be in the dark as much as possible.
Yeah, because then we would see it standing still.
Yeah. So we're trying to direct all of the light as much as possible into the car and not outside the car.
Yeah.
And basically what we did is that we put the ATC on a C-stand with the battery, and we were just turning it around, really. Make it emulate street light.
Yeah. You wanted it to look like it was driving, and it was rain.
Yes.
So we had to like really push the water.
I have the water.
Made it like the cheapest way of doing it, just having the water hose.
And then you had the other light, this 1000C.
Yes.
What did you want to do with that one?
My thought was that she was driving away from something, so I had this backlight through the back window that was kind of an orange-red color, which would, I guess, represent some kind of danger in a way.
Yeah, as a contrast to green as well. So
yes, and that's always nice to think about, to find your contrasts in the color and find your motivations behind them.
As long as you as a filmmaker knows why the color is there and why you chose it, you don't need to show the source, I believe, because because there's a reason why it's there. The actor knows, so it's kind of acting out with the lights. So for me, when I saw the first shots on the monitor, I was like, this feels right in a way. I don't think about this red color. What is it?
Yeah.
Okay, so the ATC can actually heat it with our water, but can we fill it with water and then it freezes? I don't think we're gonna take the chance.
You only saw the rain when it was backlit, so we also tried to push in a little bit more light with our bounce in the front there. It's something to think about, that rain you usually only see when it's backlit.
Nice that you can just bounce what you already have from behind.
Exactly.
Well, we wanted to create a little sequence here so we could feel like the color being a part of a sequence more than just one shot.
Yes.
So the other one was from outside,
Yes.
shooting into the window, and I think that turned out really nice. You had the rain in the foreground, and you had the window that was also a bit frozen, and then you had different colors, and her behind that.
Layers is everything in
Layers.
in filmmaking.
Yeah.
You're trying to make a three-dimensional image.
Yeah.
So think about layers all the time when lighting, when framing, because that's like cinema.
And Emilia did a great job.
Yeah, super easy to
Hire her
direct
if you are in Norway.
Yeah.
Anywhere actually.
Hello.
So that was the close-ups from the car, and then you want to have a wide angle.
And try to replicate the light on the outside to kind of work with the inside part.
Yeah. Luckily we're done with the water. In the wide angle we're just gonna add it in post, I think.
Yeah, and we had like the 1000C through a spotlight mount because I wanted her to stop underneath a street light.
This new Pro lock is very secure, so like things are stuck to the lamp.
So we tried to make a super perfect circle around the car. We put, that was a light tube or something, on the back of the car to kind of push this, the red brake lights, I guess it's called. Of course, it's when you look at it, you see that there's no light pushing through the back window here that were in the other shots. So we just put the light inside of the car and it kind of works, even though it's like not realistic in that way. When you do these things that's so stylistic, you can push the realism a little bit. Just the most important thing here is that it cuts well, rather than the lights making sense all of the time. We didn't manage to get far enough up to get this circle thing to work. So instead we shaped the. You have these blades inside of that spotlight mount, so kind of shaped it to the car. I kind of feel that we just have like painted the side of the car with the light, and you don't see where the light is coming from, and that's kind of interesting as well.
Yeah, you like this one. I heard you like. I like this. The car blends into the dark.
Yeah. I was ideally I probably would have like some kind of a backlight to kind of edge out the car to make it stand out a bit more. Get used to embracing the unperfect. I think that kind of separates what looks nice and what looks amazing. If you're making the lights too perfect, it often feels unnatural. So I think putting some like layers of unperfect on your image makes it better often.
The time was running out. It was getting late.
Yes, and we hadn't really gotten to the house yet. But we managed to do one shot, so we still kind of got an ending to our little scene, which were her arriving towards a house. And we wanted to give this house, I guess it's a little bit of a character to this house as well.
Like symbolism, warning, but also
comfort in a way.
Comfort. So, and by them pulsating is like trying to
lure her in.
Yeah, lure into the house.
I wanted to kind of work with this dualism with danger and comfort in the same kind of color. That's the right color for that.
So, are we into something here, or are we just? Is this like a Scandinavian art movie thinking? I don't know. Like when you start thinking about colors and you get into colors. Suddenly, and you can just like dive into all the different colors and start to analyze everything. Are we into something here, or is this just crazy? I don't know now. Comment below. So I was walking around with the ATC inside every room. Like we did one room, and I was turning it around.
Yeah, doing a dance.
And then you stopped the camera. I went to another room. I turned around, so it was on a tripod.
Yes,
of course,
off.
so we could stitch it together. So all the rooms were stitched together in post. And also, we had a 1000C with blue color behind the house.
Yes, just to give the house an outline silhouette kind of thing. So it wasn't just red squares lighting in the darkness.
Yeah.
pretty fast to actually achieve this.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's look at the whole scene together, stitched together, and that's always fun to like see how does this cut together, and also add some sound to it to feel like she is actually driving and giving it some life.
Yeah.
So let's look at it. worked out.
Yeah.
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 What do you guys think? Comment below. Like, what do you think about this? Did we push the colors too far? Was it too abstract? Are we into something here?
Yeah.
What would you do? Comment below.
I think maybe we could have a little bit more movement in the character in the car, because I was shaking the camera quite a bit, and I didn't direct my actor good enough, and said like do some shaky movements, so it feels like the car is moving a bit more than. But other than that, I think it worked.
Combining good lighting and interesting lighting with great performance from the actor. Those two things is like
that's key.
Yeah, and adding some sound as well. I know like sound also makes everything so rich and alive. Now I feel like I have more ideas on like how we can use colors.
Yeah, I got super excited of doing more colors. Most things you do, you of course do more natural lighting, but if you get the chance, try to experiment more with lighting with color.
Yeah. If you want to check out the lamps, there's a link in the description. And also, if you want to see the review, the Granite Gaffer. Granite? Is it called Granite? Well, how do you spell this?
The Granite Gaffer.
Granite Gaffer. He has like a 50 minutes review of the 1000C. So check it out. There's a link in the description. And next year, in June 2025, we have a film workshop here in Norway. It's a week-long workshop where we stay together. You get your own room, we have our own chef. It's gonna be really, really fun. So check out that on andyx.com, or send an email to workshop@views.no and I can send you more information. And thank you so much, Leander, and also Simon and Martin, Emilie, and Robin for helping out this shoot. And looking forward to do more with colors.
Yeah.
And subscribe to stay tuned. We'll come back to you with more videos soon. And if you don't see you, Happy New Year and Merry Christmas. Ha det! Do you like the lamp, Leander?
I love it. I don't like it, I love it.